Ah yes, Gene Key 11, where we find the fascist regime of the human ego, also known as the 11th shadow of obscurity. I'm Molly, you're watching Mirror Readings, and let's get into Gene Key 11. So, this shadow of obscurity gives way to the gift of, idealism. Yes, and the city of light. So, obscurity refers to left brain dominance. In Western society, we are very conditioned to over-rely on our left brain, our masculine side. It's connected to our dominant hand, whether you're left or right-handed. It's where our vices, our ego, and our language processing all live there in our left side. So our right side of the brain, our feminine side, that's more connected to our creativity, that sees the interconnected nature of all of reality, has been so dominated in modern, particularly Western society by the left brain. But that shadow of obscurity it's a product of only seeing the left brain version of the world. Obscurity literally obscures that balance of the masculine and feminine that we're supposed to come into to ascend into being a totally evolved, multidimensional human being. Human nature is both masculine and feminine, regardless of what the patriarchy says. In a repressed state, this shadow of obscurity presents as fantasy. And in a reactive state, it becomes delusional. Now, delusion is fueled by fantasy, but delusion is projecting fantasy out and kind of aggressively policing it in terms of other people's perceptions. So when it comes to accessing this gift of idealism, watch out for the ways that our creativity and non-linear understanding of the nature of reality is filtered through our ego, through our left brain, through our language, through our addictions, through all of this limited thinking masquerading as logic that keeps us dominated by the masculine. No offense, it's just unbalanced. The trick with this gift is that it asks us to get wildly specific about what our ideals are, while also letting go of all attachment to those ideals ever being realized, particularly the specifics of how the ideal will be realized. This is a huge principle in chaos magic. We want results, but we can't be hung up on how the results are going to materialize, or else we fuck up the magic. Now, the 11th city of light is described, as uprooting the tree of good and evil. Go off. Like so many of the other Siddhic states, this is a transcendence of duality. Like our left and right brain, that masculine and feminine side, it represents the polarity of life in form, at least life in form on earth. As all of the archetypes distill into one, and we see all of these aspects of our personalities within these archetypes, we return to childlike wonder. And bringing that childlike wonder to our day-to-day makes us so present, so creative, and endlessly curious about the world. That's what this city of purity is. Did you hear that Tyler, the Creator quote? He did some interview earlier this month. He said, create like a child, edit like a scientist. Purity is that state of being able to toggle between the two without attachment to outcome. So key. To return to childlike wonder is to return to innocence and see through good and evil for what they actually are. I'm ripping this from Itzhak Bentov, by the way, who's the author of Stalking the Wild Pendulum, an amazing book you should absolutely read. But Bentov says that good is in favor of evolution. Good works for what's evolving. And evil, or what's bad, quote unquote, is working against evolution. And we know that evolution is change. So good is what's moving with the rhythm of nature, the natural cycles of life, and evil is working against it. Richard Rudd and many famous occultists believe that our body holds more light physically as we ascend, as we evolve into these higher states of being. And Rudd believes that our junk DNA that's activated as we change our attitudes and embody these higher frequencies, these gift and Siddhi frequencies, that actual light is released within our DNA that causes us to become a crystalline rather than a carbon-based life form. Far out, I know. But here we are in Gene Key 11, and thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Molly, you're watching Mirror Readings, and if you'd like to get a Gene Key reading from me, please visit me, mirrorreadings.com, and or email me, mirrorreadings@gmail.com, and remind me that you're a subscriber to this channel because all subscribers get 15% off.